Hello, everybody, and welcome to another fun Genichiro stream. Yay! So let's see. So far, we have Renee is here. Yay! Tina's here. Yay! And Rockwood is here. Yay! So, how is everybody tonight? I hope you guys didn't miss me too much over the weekend. Did y'all enjoy the food porn from all the yummers' food this past weekend? There were many yummers to be had. Like, lots of yummers. Pulls up food channel. Oh yeah, there were a lot of yummers. Bang! That means we were doing it right. Now, there's one thing about my friends' social gatherings is if you go hungry, you done fucked up. There's no other way around it. You done goofed. It is a Kenny. Hey, Renee. At least I hope it's me. But someone other than me, then uh-oh. Pretty sure it's me though. Mirror says it was me. Dream says it was me. Looks down. Those are definitely my boobies. Yeah, it's me. Bang! Like, yeah, we had we definitely had fun with all the food deliciousness. My sister made chili. One of my friends made breakfast burgers with scrapple eggs. So good. It was so good. Breakfast burger is so good. Breakfast beef in general is good. Like, who doesn't like meat for breakfast? A vegetarian. And they're wrong. You all ain't like vegetarians or something, right? Like, I don't actually offend anybody. But like, Wolf Girl loves meat. Wolf Girl understands. This Wolf Girl understands being a vegetarian about as much as she understands being ace, which is to say, no. Yeah, I might have to pull the Hail Mary if my boss be like, look, man, got somebody competent. Doesn't go to all the stuff that we go to. Just let me hire her already. Everybody wins. At least in theory. Then I gotta avoid things like what I dealt with today, which, oh boy, we'll get there. We'll get to that story. It's yeah. But we could roll over food for a few minutes before I do that. Cause what's a few scoopfuls more of you know, things like delicious chili. Should reset that so it's not. There we go. And now things are resized. Things like delicious chili and rice. The breakfast burgers. See the delicious scrapple pile. The burger pile, the egg pile. Some yogurt and tzatziki sauce. The tzatziki sauce is like really good on this. Like so good. And then just I love just seeing the pile of meat. But just tasty gazpacho soup, which is meant to be served cold, which is why it looks so thick and stuff. But is really good. And yeah, bits of cured meat in it, which perfect. But then you got ribs. Like my friend makes some killer ribs, guys. Like it was fall off the bone delicious. I didn't even need to add extra sauce. Like they found the right sauce amount. And some veggies. You gotta eat your veggies, kids. And of course, you got some bacon to crumple up on top of your veggies. Hi, Bethany. Well, Bethany, you're getting close. Take the entire plate of bacon. You know what? Normally I would say that's the right answer, but you're gonna have to fight me for it. Wang wang. But wait, there is more. And then we had sushi day. So much sushi. I don't even remember what the names of half of these rolls were. I wrote them down at the time, but I don't remember anymore. I just remember they were really delicious. Oh, I remember this one being really good. It was something or other that was cooked. Don't eat sushi. I already ate sushi. And then just the big pile. Which, oh, baby, was so good. So yummers. And then, you gotta finish off with more burgers. And these fries had, if you ever had Five Guys before, these were like fried in like beef tallow. They were really good. Really not healthy. Really good. Like, we're talking like just beef grease. It was great. And yeah, that was what a simple burger looked like. So yeah, it was food porn weekend. If I could ever somehow like invite like most of y'all over here and do like our own food porn weekend, I totally would. If I could, I would. So yeah, I was all plastered all over my socials. Like, and the social gathering in general is just like we're all just like chilling in my friend's basement, just like playing poker, losing my ass off at poker. I just like playing games and just watching anime and shit and just vibing. God dang, I lost my ass off of poker hard. I was not the first one out. But I was the second one out of 8. There were 8 of us playing. There was a hilarious moment though. So I got down to the last two people in the poker match. And they were all like, hey, you know what? How about we just end it and we split the pot? And they were like, does everyone else agree? And everyone's like, yeah, sure. Yeah, that seems fine. And then they asked me, I was like, no, I want to see somebody go out. Keep playing. I have no idea why they listened to me. Like, I was the only person who wanted them to keep going. I have no idea why they decided to listen to me, but they decided to keep on going. Now, the end result was that they ended up ultimately splitting the pot anyway. But I was just like, I was like, why did you guys listen to me? Like, actually, like, you guys ignore half the other shit I say. And they were all just kind of like dumbfounded, like, yeah, why did we listen to her? I'm like, right? Like, I wasn't bullying you guys that hard to continue. But I mean, if you wanted to give Caesar her entertainment, I'm not like mad at you for it either. I'm just kind of surprised you did it. Ah, you gotta love the hilarious moments like that. Just like, why you guys listen to me? I don't know what else to say to that. Why do you guys listen to? Why do you listen to me? I'm an idiot. Everyone was like at one point they were like the two people that were in there. Like one person was like about to lose and was like, "Dang it! Why did we listen to you? I'm about to lose now. This is your fault." I'm like, "You didn't have to listen to me, man. You could have chose not to." But I mean, in the end, it's just like the result was what it was. We just took an extra hour to get there. Ah. I had that kind of power of charisma over other people. I could make the world a better place. Forcefully! But sadly, all good things must come to an end. And now I gotta talk about the work story of the day. Although, technically, the work story of the day started yesterday. That's when you know it's good. When I'm not even at work and the work story started then. That's when you know. So, I get a bunch of text messages. Hey, one of the registers isn't working. No, two of the registers aren't working. Hey, the boss's computer isn't working. For reference, the boss is currently out of country. And if her computer is off, she can't work because she can access it remotely, but only when the computer is on. Yeah, I know, go figure, right? The computer needs to be on in order for boss to work. Anyway. So, what I'm pretty sure happened was that there was a power outage. A brief one, but a power outage nonetheless. Because all indications pointed to that, because a bunch of things had randomly been turned off that aren't supposed to be turned off. So I just keep getting all these text messages. Oh, like, we can't get it to work, we can't get it to work. And I'm just like, did you try turning it off, turning it back on again? No. Well, you all know right now that's the first step. So go and do that and let me know how that works. And then we can talk further. Now, of course, my luck being what it is, of course that didn't work. One of the few times that didn't work. Of course, if they just did that from the start, it would have saved me some trouble, but I digress. They're like, we got the computer to turn on. Okay, that's good. This is for one of the registers. We got it to turn on. Okay, cool. But it says it can't connect to the database. I'm like, all right. Restart it again. Tell me what happens. Sometimes the IP address assignments are a little wonky because we have so many devices on our network that shouldn't happen. But once in a blue moon, it does. Like, it will assign, like, the same IP address will get assigned to two computers, and it makes them unhappy. Shit happens, fine, whatever. You can fix it with a quick restart. Everything's got SSDs, it restarts fast. It still doesn't have internet. I'm like, all right. Or, still can't connect to the database. Like, okay. All right. Do you know what a LAN cable is? A what? I'm like, oh, baby. Do you all know what before I bother, do you all know what a LAN cable is? Or I should be more specific, an Ethernet cable? I assume that most of you guys know what I mean when I say that. I don't want to like assume. Yeah. Cool. This person is very not tech savvy. We'll get there. Used to have my job sorted. Well, if you were working at the grocery store I was working at, Bethany, you would you'd probably realize why I have to remind myself that murder is illegal. Anyway, don't want to say that too loudly, repeatedly, or I'll get banned. That's no bueno. Anyhow, so I describe what it is. I tell her. Most of the LAN cables we have that we use are either blue or silver. And I'm like, it's a blue or silver cable. It has a plastic piece that goes inside the computer. Worked with a university full of unicorns. So So yeah, I figured the plastic piece that goes inside the computer bit would probably help because all the USBs, they're all metal. It's the metal part. Whereas Ethernet cable is the only one that ends in plastic. She was thankfully able to figure this out. I was like, all right, is it plugged in on the computer end? She's like, all right, I pulled it out and plugged it back in. I'm like, all right, cool. Now, is it plugged in on the other end? Well, it's on the other end. So, that should be connected to a box with a bunch of flashing lights on it. Network switch. But I have to describe it as I would to a child. So, a box with a bunch of flashing lights on it. Is it plugged into a box with a bunch of flashing lights on it? Are the lights actually on and flashing? If they're not on and flashing, make sure that that's plugged into power. After I gave those instructions, she said the computer started working, which meant it probably was the network switch that got unplugged, which, of course, they unplugged it somehow. Because they were probably pulling on things left and right, not knowing what they were doing, and pulled a power cable. Which, if I had $1 for every time that happened, I would have a lot of dollars. Walked away from 4 years in that job with like 2 work stories. I see. When you say university full of unicorns, you mean people that were not idiots. Got it. I understand. I get what you're trying to communicate now, Bethany. Yeah, I work with the opposite of that. All right, so I was like, all right. Now try to fix the other register. No. What's wrong with the other register? It won't turn on at all. I'm like, all right. Is the UPS on? She was like, what? Open up the panel under the conveyor belt. There's a big black box. Is the panel on the black box lit? If it is not, turn it on. And she's like, well, I keep turning it on and it keeps turning itself off. I'm like, that shouldn't happen. So I'm like, all right, assuming that she's actually turning it on and not just not reading the directions for turning it on, which for the UPSs that we're using, you have to press and hold the power button. You don't just push it. You have to press and hold it until it beeps twice. It'll do one beep and it'll do a second beep after a few seconds. So it's not just, you don't just push the button. I'm like, all right, let's assume that she actually followed the instructions on the thing correctly here. And I'll look at it tomorrow. I was like, okay, fine. We've got enough functioning cash registers at this point to get through the day. Now let's go look at the boss's computer now. So let me try to walk you through that. So you know how I was going to say that this person does not understand electronics or computers and how they work at all? This person, who works on a computer all day, by the way, was thoroughly convinced that the computer wasn't turning on because she thought the network cable wasn't plugged in correctly. Thoroughly convinced of this, by the way. I'm just like, I was told not to call people stupid even when they do stupid things by my boss, but boy howdy is she making this really hard. Oh, there's a big difference between Ethernet and power cables. You can turn a computer on without an Ethernet cable plugged into it. You can turn a computer on without anything plugged into it as long as the power's plugged in. I'm just like, are you fucking kidding me? And remember, this person works on a computer all day. That is her job. She has a desk job. And she doesn't understand that a computer can turn on without the network cable plugged in. I'm like, how? What the fuck? So, all right. Right, leave that aside. I'm like, well, it's giving me like this blue screen that says restart or advanced options. I'm like, okay, that's progress. I should note that my instructions to her were unplug the computer, wait 30 seconds to turn it back on. Boss's computer in particular is rather finicky. My guess is she did something stupid to it at some point, but if I had the budget, I would just simply replace it and, deal with less problems. But seeing as that's not an option, I have to deal with it. Deal with what I have. So, turns it on. And so, it gets to that screen. I'm like, all right. Let's try the restart anyway. Try that first. I don't want to deal with any of the other options unless I have to. And she was like, it didn't work. I'm like, okay. Well, do what I did before. Do what I told you to do before until you get to that screen again, and I'll walk you through what to do next. So basically what I was going to walk her through doing was what can happen because the Windows is an update could get installed and that update borks something and the OS won't start. So I was going to walk her through rolling it back, but she just simply stopped responding at that point. And my boss is like, I can't use my computer. This is unacceptable. How am I supposed to work? I'm like, at that point, I'm like, it's time to throw somebody under the bus. I screen capped my text messages and said, I gave instructions on what to do. What more do you want me to do here? I'm not dropping everything and going to the store on a day I requested off almost a year ago. That's not how this works. If people can't follow instructions, simple ones at that, then mayhaps you should find other people to take charge when I'm not there. She did finally bother to follow my instructions this morning and did finally get my boss's computer working before I had to show up to deal with it myself. So fine. So we've gone from 2 not working registers and 1 not working boss computer to now just 1 not working register. Cool. 2/3 of the problems have been solved. Let's see if I could let's see if there's actually a problem with the UPS or if somebody was just dumb. Which, to further put this in perspective for you, chat, if I asked you all to open up a Windows Explorer menu to open a file, you'd be able to understand what I meant and do it, right? Right? This person who works on a computer all day cannot do that. I'll let that one hang in the air for a moment. So I am now there physically this afternoon. Terminal like a word, right? Again, works on a computer all day. That is her job. Can't open File Explorer. And I now understand why her desktop is completely cluttered with everything. She doesn't know how to open a folder. She just puts it all on her desktop. I died a little on the inside once I realized that was the reason why. So I'll get there today. First thing I do is, was she dumb and just not able to turn the UPS on? So, open up the panel, go to the UPS, it seemingly turns on. I'm like, is she dumb? Stuff stops working. I look and the UPS is indeed just turning off. I'm like, all right. So for once, they were right that something actually is broken and it wasn't a lack of following my instructions. All right. This is why I told my boss to order spares. So we had a spare UPS. I just swapped the UPS out. And I'm like, all right. UPS has been swapped out. Everything's plugged back into it. When I turn this, now when I go over here and turn everything on again, it should all just turn on and work. Right? Right? And the computer just stared at me. That right there is when my day went from good to great. So I'm like, all right. There's a chance that whatever happened to knock the power out somehow killed the computer. Maybe it killed the power supply somehow. Maybe the motherboard got burnt out. Let me take this thing upstairs and take a look at it. So I went and opened up the computer. Now, chat. I don't know how much y'all know about computers, so I'm not expecting y'all to necessarily get it, but for fun little thought experiments, just for a little interactivity. I will describe to you the problem that I saw, and I'll see if y'all can guess what I found when I opened the computer. So, computer is plugged into power. Standby LEDs on the motherboard were lit, so clearly it was getting power. It was plugged in correctly. Push the power button, nothing was happening. This is what I know at this point, is the computer is plugged in and the power button is doing nothing. So chat, tell me. What do you think I found when I opened the computer up? Take a guess. If you have no idea, you have no idea. Whether or not y'all have an idea is just going to change how I explain what I did find. Assuming nobody, just guesses it. Brain is scrambled egg. Oh, I'm about to scramble it some more. I'm about to scramble it just a little more. So, tell me, chat. If there's a button that turns something on, logically, the button would need to be connected to the thing that you're turning on, right? Yeah, what I found when I opened up the computer, the power button had been unplugged from the motherboard. How they managed this, I couldn't tell you. But that's what the problem was. The power button was just unplugged from the motherboard. And if you've ever put together a computer before, ever been inside a computer before, then you know that those cables are one of the most pain in the ass cables to plug back in if they get unplugged while the computer is assembled. And I have big old banana hands. That they are not intended for wiggling or for cramming into tight spaces. So I was like, well, let's do what I can. Like, I had to unplug other things to just try to get my hand to fit in there. And after much finagling and accidentally unplugging the reset switch in the process, again, the front panel connectors really freaking suck. They're very tiny. They're like, how do I describe this for someone doesn't know what I'm talking about? You all know what a safety pin looks like, right? I feel like that's something that's common item, like standard size safety pin. You know what that looks like, and you know about the thickness of the metal on the pole part of the safety pin, right? So the connectors that the connectors that I have are going into a connector that's that's 2 pins that are basically about the thickness of a safety pin. And the other thing is, a lot of things on computer, and it's tiny. They're right next to each other, and it's that thickness. They're tiny. They're not easy to get to when when the computer is already assembled. And and the other thing is, unlike many things on a computer, these aren't keyed. So like for like the main power cable that plugs into that goes from the power supply into the main board of the computer, you can only plug it in one way. It's literally set so that you can't plug it in the wrong way. If you try, it won't let you. In order to plug it in the wrong way, you'd have to hammer it. And if you're hammering your cables into each other, you're doing it wrong. The front panel connectors are not keyed. You can plug them in the wrong way. Now, thankfully, for the majority of them, that doesn't really matter. Like, the LEDs can be a little particular about it. But the power switch, all the power button does, whether you connect the positive, negative correctly or not, all it does is it's just, when you push the power button, it just bridges the 2 pins together. That's all it's doing. You can plug that one in wrong, at least. You just gotta make sure you got it on the correct 2 pins. But it doesn't change the fact that it's tiny. So after a few minutes of fight with that, put the computer back, and guess what? The computer turns on now! Who could have guessed? And I thought my problems were done. Nope! It gets better! So, in retail, we don't use new connection standards. We use the old ones. You know how modern devices are plug and play? Well, these older devices, we like to refer to them as plug and pray. As in, you plug it in and pray you got the right settings so that the thing works. We all know what's going, where we're going next here. So, I don't consider my job done until it's up, it's running, and everything is working. So the computer turns on. Great. Now, does everything work? No. Well, shit. All right. Well, thank you for the 45 stream streak, Jeff. So, all right. So, what do I do now? All right. Let's go and look at all the settings for everything. So, what wasn't working was the the scanner scale. So, the thing that weighs stuff and scans stuff for the cash register. And the receipt printer wasn't working. The receipt printer, for reasons, also controls the cash drawer. Receipt printer no worky, cash drawer no open. These things are pretty important for the functioning of a cash register, so for not having them working, that's pretty bad. So I'm like, all right. Let's look and see what's going on with that. I'm like, I look and I see, I don't see the correct number of COM ports, which is odd, because there should be, that computer was set up to have, well, I didn't realize this right away, because it's been a while since I dug into it, but from my knowledge point at that particular point in time, it should have had 3 COM ports. I can only see 2 in a parallel port, which I was like, there ain't no parallel port on this thing. It might be referring to a header on the motherboard where you could connect one, because these computers they use old standards. They have to, because retail. So like, all right, I'm messing with it. And then finally I realized it's like, what are the odds that something supremely stupid happened? Hi, Dan. What are the odds that the supremely stupid thing happened? So I go and open the computer up again. Chat. I suddenly realized at that point that my front panel headers were not the only things that were unplugged. So the two serial ports in question are on an add-in card that plugs into a PCI slot. That's PCI without the E, by the way. Again, old standards. Somehow, some way, that card was dislodged from the motherboard. Or rather, the motherboard was dislodged from the card. Like, the card is screwed in. The card can't move. But it looks like a post underneath the motherboard is missing, and the motherboard flexed away from it, unplugging the add-in card. But my ports weren't plugged in, which is why they weren't reading correctly. That's something that takes effort to do. You don't just do that by accident. And no one else has the screwdrivers required to open up that computer. Which meant somebody had to, like, kick the computer or something in order to get that to happen. Probably because they got frustrated because it wasn't working. I was just like, how did they dislodge the freaking PCI card with the serial ports on it? Like, I noticed, I looked and saw the connectors were not seated in the slot correctly. And guess what? When I went and seated the card back in place correctly, it suddenly started working again. At that point, it was just configuring the software to work, which was its own headache, because again, plug and pray. But I did get everything reconfigured and working again. How the fuck even, guys? Seriously, how? How did they do this? That they disconnected so many things on the inside of the computer, not the outside. Not like they unplugged the USB cable or something. I'm talking about connections on the inside of the computer. Like, okay, the front panel is a little wonky on the computer and, like, it kind of falls out. So if it pulls on the cables enough, okay, I can understand the power button connector coming undone. I can kind of understand that. But somehow bending the motherboard away from the freaking PCI card that has the serial ports on it, that took effort. That didn't just happen. Somebody had to have dropped the thing or something. So yeah. How's that? That'd be my work story for the day. Some weapons grade bullshit right there. And I'm just like, somebody kick this thing or something, man. I don't know who. I'm not going to waste my time asking because nobody did it. I work at a store, Perfect Angel, guys. Nobody did it. Something goes wrong. Nobody did it ever. They didn't do it, guys. Never did it. No one does it. No one does anything. It just happens on its own. They didn't do it. Show them camera footage of them doing the thing and they'll still say they didn't do it. It's kind of insane. It's just water with vodka right now. But sadly, This water that I just drank is not vodka. It's just regular ass water. And I need to be nice to myself, so I'm not going to drink alcohol right now. Just know that after telling this story, I really, really want to. Then that there be my work story. That was probably the exact right time to redeem a meme, Renee. That was the exact right time to redeem that. Fuck my life, though, man. So much stress from stupid shit going on around me. Oh. I've got some things to look at later. What things? Don't worry about it. Nothing I can show on stream. Naughty stuff. Okie dokies, Winies. Thank you for hanging out. Have a good eaters. May your work day tomorrow not be as crazy as mine was today. Hey, Renee, want a freebie? Want a freebie? Want a freebie? Want a freebie? Mwah! Who doesn't like a free smoochie? I hope so. May your dreams be filled with beautiful, lovely ladies. And if it happens to be full of me, do tell me about it in detail. I'll tell you if it's accurate to how the real experience would be or not. Teehee. So guys, speaking of hot women, shall we get into Tales of Rosaria? Excellent one, hey. Night. Let's go see what this village is about. Especially since I have to start playing the game about an hour into stream on a 2-hour stream. Has to be 2 hours because I gotta be up at fuck o'clock in the morning again. Oh well, it is what it is, you know. It is what it is. All right, actually remember to change the thing. Let's see if I still remember how to play this game. I think I remember better than I did last time. Bamco. No, not the block scene. Which, it's fun learning how to bypass all that stuff. I'll have to teach y'all at some point if anyone's curious. Anyhow. We finally made it to Stoneberry. I just haven't gone in yet. Cause I'm like, I know it's gonna be a bunch of plot stuff. Like, this might very well be just a whole bunch of plot stuff the whole time. Which, I mean, fine. We like plot. Ooh, got the 10-minute cut down. Cool. Let's go check this village out.
さて、警視庁がいそうな場所といえば、宿屋を当たるのが定石だな。
Which, yeah, logically makes sense. Start with gay as fuck dreams. Hell yeah. Let's go and talk to everyone.
ブルーベリーいっぱい集まった。そんなに集めてジャムでも作るのか？鶏に食べさせるの。それで紫色の黄身の卵を産ませるんだ。できないだろう。できるよ。黄身の色は餌によって変わるっておばあちゃんに教わったんだから。言われてみれば鶏の餌いつもはトウモロコシだもんな。それで黄色だったのか。けど紫色の卵なんて作ってどうするんだ？また王都から人が来るようになったでしょ。珍しいから高く売れるんじゃないかなって。特産物ができれば村のためになるし。それはそうだけど売れるかな。紫の目玉焼きとか紫のオムライスとか紫の親子丼とかができるんだぞ。お前食べたいか？珍しいから売れるもん。自分で考えないくせに文句ばっかり言わないでよ。悪い、俺も手伝うよ。なら玉虫をいっぱい捕まえてきて鶏に食べさせて玉虫色の卵に挑戦するんだから。鶏も災難だけど。了解。のんきな村ね。
しかし当たり前のようにああいう挑戦をする。人間のす
Purple
ごいところ
eggs.
だね。ああ、失敗を繰り返しながらいつか全てを成し得
Does
る。
that actually work though?
挑戦か。とはいえ紫や玉虫色の卵は勘弁じゃがのう。
I don't know, purple eggs sound like they'd be interesting. I mean, have you ever seen those black chickens before? I have like the black eggs and like even the bones are black, the meat of the chicken's black. Those are interesting. One day everyone in the world will be talking about jeweled purple eggs from Stoneberry. Stay healthy, my precious flock. I didn't even see the cat spirits in there. I guess cool. Don't step on the crops. Okay. I smell the scent of blood. Fresh blood. Here for your reward, I take it. Setting a beast to catch a beast. It makes a sort of sense, I suppose. Want to know what requests are available? Take a look here. New one, eh? It looks like a little tree girl that we had before. I'm drawing a blank on her name right now, and I feel bad. The tree girl is also a Therian that we that ate her mom. We're using assets, I guess. Anyhow. Welcome to the pioneer settlement of Stoneberry. Must have been quite a journey. Looks like you came across the Aldina Plains. We're in sore need of adventurous spirits like you. Oh, I'm too adventurous for you, mate. Chickens! I like chickens, Eddie.
ストーンベリーの開拓はなかなか進まないけど、この町は大きな可能性を秘めているよ。ここらの樹木は育ちも良くて材木に最適だし、近くでは石材もたくさん取れる。ゴーマ病が収まればきっと国は再興するし、木材や石材の需要は間違いなく高まる。何より静かだし 綺麗な水場もあるし、僕のような職人には最高の仕事環境さ。
最高で最高というわけじゃな。
でも街を開くには人手が足りないように感じますけど。
そうなんだ。この町をもっと人々に知らしめるには何か名物が欲しいと思うんだが。
この辺りでしか取れない野菜とか果実とかそういったものはありますか？
ラディッシュベルという芋を作ってるけど、これはいろいろと訳ありだしな。
Radish
人
bell?
を集めたければ金を鳴らせばよかろう。ここには金のなる木があるぞーっての。
なるほど。鐘楼は悪くないかもな。ストーンベリーだけに石の鐘ありだな。
Stone Betty, Stone Belfry.
石を叩いて音なんか出ないでしょ。
そうだった。あー、まだまだ自
Yeah,
分
I'm
は
pretty sure
未熟だ。
rocks don't ring.
落ち着いて物事を考えろと教わったのに、親方の名を汚さないためにも精進せねば。
Would have been quite a thing if he made it and just made a rock thudding noises. A lot of respect for my master. He's strict and blunt with his advice, but he's got a very kind heart. My dream is to start my own business in the village and earn his acceptance. Yeah, I think I met your master. He's a bit of a cranky old guy.
久々にローグレスに行った帰りにアルディナ草原を通ったら出たんだよ。バケツの水かぶってるみたいな大雨と吹き飛ばされそうな強い風が吹いてさ、真っ黒な空から嵐の塊みたいなでっかいやつが飛んできたんだよ。空飛ぶ巨大なゴーマ。そしたら隠れてた大魔師たちが出てきてそのゴーマと戦い始めたんだ。でもそいつは大魔師の剣を角で受け止めて尻尾で大魔師の体を投げ
Because most of the exorcists suck.
元尻尾。そのゴーマはどこへ行ったの？
知らない。あまりにも恐ろしくてすぐにそこから逃げ出しちまったからさ。清涼が退治してくれてればいいんだが、大魔師3人がかりでも一撃でやられてたしな。そうだ。
Sounds like a
その
challenge.
時もう一人誰かいたような気がするな。ゴーマに向かってやめろって言ってたけど。あいつか。あんたたちもアルディナ草原に行くときは十分注意した方がいいよ。
Speaking of dragons, there was an old dragon cult called Tintego a long time ago. They aren't around anymore, but what were they thinking when they decided to venerate such creatures? Dragons are awesome! What are you talking about? Oh, hello there. I'm just chilling back here. Oh boy, mayonnaise. I really should use the cooking mechanic more. I kind of keep forgetting. I gotta know. Okay, that feels wrong. I'm not going to, but I mean, we all wanted to know what it looks like. Torturing the characters is what I like to do occasionally. Come on, why can't I stand there? This stump is a secret fort for boys only. How is it a secret if it's out in the open? Boys are so stupid, I swear. You're correct. there a place to stay in this village? Place to stay? Just look for the biggest building in the village. It's our inn and tavern. They've got a surprising variety of drinks for a backwoods village like this. I hear the proprietress used to work as a sommelier and for a certain noble house. It's supposed to be sommelier. Potato, potato. The old man has a bit of character. Though I guess everyone here is a little odd for trying to start a new village in times like these. Ha!
この辺りの水は浸水作りに適しているんだ。私はここで新しい浸水を作ろうと思っていてね。
この辺りの特産からするとベリーの果実浸水です
Berry wine sounds pretty killer right now,
この
honestly.
ひんやりとした空気と程よい湿気は琥珀浸水を作るのにいいんじゃないか。
この辺りの地形からすると水には鉱物が多く含まれている。米の浸水を作れば一味違うものができるはずだ。
あんた
Sake?
たちの言う浸水は私も考えてみた。しかし私のライバルは茨姫なんだよ。
だがあの浸水を作るのは
そう簡単ではない。茨姫はエメラルドの樽に霊山の翡翠を注ぎ7年間太陽の光を絶やさずに当てることでできる。光を浴びた翡翠の色は七色に変化し、樽のエメラルドと同じ色になったとき、ようやく完成する。
光醸造ってことか。そんな奇跡みたいな浸水に勝つのは簡単じゃないだろうな。
だが私はついに見つけたんだ。最高の石を。
樽のように使える宝石ですか？
それでは茨姫と同じじゃないか。私のは腰石とでも言えばいいかな。
石でこすということですか？
この先の山奥で水を吸い込む石を見つけてね。その石を使ってベリー浸水をこしてみたんだよ。すると信じられないほど透き通った味の浸水が出来上がった。果実浸水の旨味を残したまま無色に透き通った純浸水とも呼べる究極の浸水だ。
Hi, Jeff.
飲ませてもらうことはできないのか？
残念ながら10年かけてようやく一口分しか浸水がたまらないんだ。一
Good God,
口目
man.
は私が飲んでしまったからあと50年以上待たないと振る舞えない。
50 years? Do you have
私が
50
生き
years?
ている間に
Oh,
は
well, at least he's self-aware.
厳しい。
50年後にここに飲みに来ようぜ。
お互い人間じゃなくてよかったな。
A 50-year dream. A moment of glory. A cup of spirits. I wish you a long and fruitful life. Maybe one day my grandkids will pour a drink for you in my place, eh? I respect you. Hope we figure out how to make the process faster.
「ストーンベリー付近はね、ラズベリーやストロベリー、ブルーベリーといったベリーがたくさん取れるの。食べきれないほどのベリーの実が地面に落ちて石ころになったっていうおとぎ話があるほどよ。
だからストーンベリーっていう名前なの？
そうよ。だからこの辺りで採れたベリーを使ってジャムやスイーツ、グミを作ったりしてるの。
ベリーのグミ？食べたことない
Man,
な。
I want
ジャムやお菓子はもう
I
出
want
荷
some
もしてるん
jam,
だけ
right?
ど、
Some jam on
ラ
some
ズベ
nice
リーグ
bread
ミは
right
まだ試
now.
作段階だからね。
But I must follow my
残念
diet.
だな。
そこの畑の野菜も何か特別なものなのか？あまりよそでは見かけない気がするが。
鋭いわね。あなたの言う通り、ラディッシュベルっていう珍しい野生の赤いもよ。
Got it.
近くの山で見つけたんだけど問題があってね。残念ながらラディッシュベルは他のもの
Oh,
なの。
that's the peculiar
見た目は
particular
うまそうに
quirk?
見えるけどな。
They're
そうなん
poisonous?
だけど皮と目に強い毒があるから丁寧に取り除かないと。
Which is the skin and the sprouts.
毒さえなければホックホクで甘いしバターも合うしさっくり揚げても美味しいし
So you gotta make sure you skin them
加
properly.
工してから売ればいいじゃない。
そうなんだけど、今のままじゃかなり厚めに皮を剥かないと食べられないのよ。げんこつくらいの芋を剥いて食べられるのが卵の黄身くらいの大きさじゃ採算取れないでしょ。だから今品種改良をしてるのよ。いつかは毒を薄皮1枚くらいに抑えたいわね。
毒なしの芋にしようとは思わないんだ。
毒なしにすると虫がつくし、暑さ寒さに弱くなるの。無害無毒ならいいってもんじゃないのよ。
That makes sense. It's a defense mechanism, which tracks. Demons are frightening, but we can't let that fear control our lives. Building something new is a real challenge, and that makes each day feel fresh and worthwhile. And so supposedly there's 2 more treasure chests around here somewhere. I found one of them. Oh, and I found 2 of them. And that one didn't have anything. That is used to me. It's the one I already found. Oh, there's the 3rd one. Oh, I haven't talked to you yet. The spring is the treasure of this village. It's not natural, though. We all work together to dig down to an underground stream. Hi, Weaver. I'll go ahead and set a timer for you. Yes. Alright. How you doing, Juan? Welcome back to the stream, Juan. And found the treasure chest, Juan. Ooh, belt force fragment. That's good, Juan. We like finding more fragments. Yeah, get that, Juan. Alright, let's save real quick, Juan. And let's make my items better, Juan. Not quite, Juan. Not quite, Juan. Good girl. Hey, we've got some quality gear here, Juan. Can't tame the land if you're dead, can you, Juan? Alrighty, Juan. Buy all the things, Juan. Things that I can grind up into other things, Juan. Alrighty, Juan. Alright, which of these are the best? Usually arranged in like ranking. 1. Keep that one. Okay, that's a new item 1. What else we got? 1. Right, and some more stuff 1. Oh, I got a few of these, don't I want? Alrighty, one. Oh, that was a fast 5 minutes, one. It did not feel like it was 5 minutes, one. Like, at all. But, alrighty. Alrighty. Time flies by fast sometimes. I mean, it just kind of feels like tonight in general. I'm already past the halfway point of stream. Oh, I got a lot of those. Conveniently fast. Yeah. Then over to waistcoats. Most of them want 3 of anyone. More or less. At this point, it's just fragments for all the other stuff. Cause prefer to focus more on offense and defense. Probably to my own detriment, but a quartz fragment, that's a new one. I will never like break down the rings at any point. Just because there's no real point. I mean, theoretically run with 6 of them. Once you're past 6, then it's like, okay, fine. But that's not a problem for like exactly none of them. And it's like these are like some of them are men only, and some of them are women only, but otherwise it's like Alright, let's make things stronger. And 6 is the highest level I can do right now. As far as attackers go. And I'm just going after like the most powerful items at the moment. At the moment. I haven't found Feldspar paper yet. Well. And I knew I was going to run out of fragments pretty quick. But that's not super surprising. The Pumper Upper. What a name for a thing. Ladies and gentlemen, we got ourselves the original Pumper Upper. No, seriously, what a name for a thing. I'm about to pump you up. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Honestly, I want to save those at this point, whatever I have left. What little I have left for other stuff. Hi, Archangel. How are you? Hey, Bodhi's back.
成果を確認してくれ。
今こそ根性を見
That's better.
俺の感性が叫んでいる。これは名品だ。
Moon and Star earrings. A pair of earrings collected on the Noctandia Isles. Wearing them when you sleep will carry you to a dream where your dreams come true.
探索船出港
Scout ship mechanic is fun. Just chilling. Now feel free to just sit back, chill, and enjoy the vibes. We got about, I'll be going for about another 40 minutes or so, give or take. And we'll find somewhere comfy to send us off to. Or chaotic. Yeah, alright. Well, let's go to the inn now. Dragon Ball GT. Oh, baby. Step into the Grand Tour, I guess. You know, I never saw all of GT. I mean, I could, but it requires time. It's like a thing I never seem to have enough of.
Zabida.
Oh, hey, look who it is.
よう副長。
誰かを待ってるの？
いや、あいつとの願掛けさ。
あいつ？
行くぞ。ここに警視庁はいないようだ。
Yeah, filler series is probably about the way of putting it.
誰にも邪魔をされたくない時間がある。
ピー
願掛けって何のことだろう？
ザビーダが飲んでいたのは茨の森だった。
大切な人と飲み交わせば永遠に添い遂げられるというロマン無双な一品じゃな。
だがめったに手に入るもんじゃない。俺も一度飲んでみたいと思ってるんだが。
きっとザビーダにとって特別なものなんだね。だからアイゼンは。
そんなんじゃない。
ベルベットさんですね。
あんたね、例のゴーマの目撃者は。来る途中、空を飛ぶ蛇みたいなドラゴンを見た。あんたが見たのも？
はい、同じゴーマです。あいつの巣はアルディナス草原の岩山の上で。
岩山には行ってみたけど、いなかったわ。
戻ってくるのは雨の日だけです。
雨の日だけか。
That explains why the music still stayed kind of.
あつらえたかのように雨が。嫌な予感がビンビンじゃわ。
わかったわ。もう一度行ってみる。
Well, now that it's raining, I guess we know what's coming next. Of course, everybody's got something different to say now, so. 21st is a fine, rare drink, but its pinnacle is the shining emerald blisses, weeping princess. So scarce, treasured that even kings have to wait over 10 years for a chance to drink it. I hope to taste it even once in my life. I remember what voice I did for him specifically. The rest, don't expect consistency. Did you see the village stump? It's something else, right? It's a a year to chop down, but it gave us 10 years worth of firewood. Out past the village is an old forest full of trees like that. We call it Volgren Forest after my dad, the first man to set next to it. I don't like the idea of setting next to a forest, though. That's just me, though. You got nothing new to say? Y'all got nothing new to say? It's raining. It's raining. Shouldn't you find shelter? Yeah, it rains a lot here in Stoneberry. It's a seasonal thing. It's good for the crops, though. It reminds us that we have to do whatever we can each day. If we stop working because of a bit of rain, I'll never get a new town built. Do what you can each day. Exactly. We only have limited time in which to live. Try not to leave any regrets behind, kid. Man, that hits home. Watch it, you're walking all over my field. You just said before. Get the hell out of my field! Keep messing with my field, I'm gonna turn you into fertilizer. Oh, I'd pay you cash money to try, pal. I will fucking annihilate you. The dragon's nest is in the mountains above the Aldina Plains. The scaly beast only returns there on rainy days. In fact, the dragon might even be the source of the storms. Thanks for the information. In any case, that means if we go there now, chances are it'll be home. I'm hoping for it! Eh.
急いでるならまさに渡りに船。あんたたちに石板にゃ。なんで石板？あ、まさかそれはレアボード。そう、遺跡で見つけたのにゃ。この石板は大昔にノル民族が作った地脈を滑る乗り物にゃんだけど、僕には使えないからあげるにゃ。
ノル民族が作った意外な上に不安だな。
Oh, come on, have some faith.
ノル民族も時々はすごいんですよ。レアボードはノル民族が名前を告げることで起動して大地をかける不思議なボードです。素早く移動できる上、弱いゴーマなら蹴散らせる。ほとんどまぐれでできたと言われる傑作なんですから。
なんかすまん。
So it's awesome stuff.
では、ビエンフーがいればその乗り物が使えるんですね。
一応そうですが。
お主のマナーを告げればいいのかい？
マナーじゃなくてノル民族の名前の方です。名前ってビエンフーでしょ？
こいつらには本来マナーとは別にノルミン何々という名前があるはずだ。アタックやチェイン、アクアなどそいつの特別な能力を示している場合が多い。
ビエンフーやグリモワールはまあ芸名みたいなものじゃな。実のところ本名はわしも知らんのじゃ。本当は何ていう名前なんですか？
それは
急いでるのよ。はっきり言いなさい。
ノルミンブレイブ。あ、浮いた。
いやいや、それよりも
あなたブレイブっていう名前だったんですね。
似合わんのビエンだから言いたくなかったでほ。
Armin the Brave, but he really isn't though.
このボードは乗れば動くの？
それがレアボードは地脈の流れに反発して動くんやけど、このボードには肝心の地脈流の情報が入ってないようなのにゃ。だからまず各地にある地表と地脈の接点である地層樹を探し出して、レアボードにその土地の地脈情報を記憶させる必要があるのにゃ。
So a new thing.
ここの場合はあそこにゃ。
了解。あれを見つければその地域をレアボードで移動できるようになるのね。
What to know? I see, I see. Right, geoboard by holding R2. Geoboards allow you to be faster than usual, as well as travel on previously inaccessible paths. However, you need to unlock each area's geotree before you can ride a geoboard there. While riding a geoboard, you can defeat enemies under a certain level without starting an encounter just by touching them. However, you will not be rewarded with experience or gold by doing so. Yeah, well. Half of why I bother is for the experience and item drop, so... So I guess, on the one hand, good to know, on the other hand... So, about to die. I just remember where there was equipment I was supposed to shuffle around that I forgot about. Well, that's new. So at least I know next time I go back somewhere. Yeah, it's a dead bee right there. Look.
力の使い方間違えないようにしないと。
Hi, Maria. Thank you for popping in. Nang, nang. Nang. I've not done that in a while.
槍とか長くて恐ろしいの。よっぽど伸びてるじゃないですか。わんさか髪をばらまくもんじゃ。そっちも増えてる気がする。
Water, good. Dehydrating, bad. Sounds like an angry chicken.
やれやれね。
わしは弱いです。
Boy, that thing's dead. Still keep expecting him to do a Comic Con comedy does that though. Like, he's like doing the pose, but then instead of blasting it out, he just kind of doesn't. I don't know if he like sent it out like a Comic Con or not. I was tempted to be like, yeah, copyright, but I don't know. He's kind of badass, I guess. Well, that's a dead beat. Probably overkill. But hey. Sometimes there's no kill like overkill. Sometimes. How's it work? Pretty good. Anyone once said there's like a whole buttload of cat spirits. And it's definitely worth it for me to, you know.
決着。
He did. So that's one way to get to where we're going. No, it's not. Not at all, actually.
なるほど。これは便利ね。
すごいし楽しい。ちょっと癖になっちゃいますね。
なんか同じ距離を全力疾走したくらいぐったりするで
どうやら俺たちが楽する分鼻炎風が力を吸い取られるみたいだな。
だとしてもこのボードは戦略的に使える。多少の疲労は覚悟してもらうぞ。
Dang.
そうね。気合い入れなさい、ブレイブ。
お主ならできるぞよ、ブレイブ。ブレイブって言うな。
Poor Bienfu. Yeah, that thing is handy. Okay, it's not that good. Yeah, we're trying to cover just a little bit more ground, though. This thing is like surfing. Oh, it goes forward on its own. I'm just steering it. Okay, that's helpful, actually. That's a dead bee.
わしの完全なる大勝利を見たか。
Wee, Buddy's back.
成果を確認してくれ。よし。
探索船出港。
わしはやばいよ。
Go! Hello, Rico and everyone from Rico's community. In case you want to know before, my name is Genichiro. I am half Oni, half White Wolf Tengu, and according to my chat, we're cute. Anyway, we have to play games on Total Project every Sunday, Mahjong every Tuesday, games from the 16-bit era every Friday, and I start Let's Plays of whatever I'm in the mood for in between, which currently right now is Tales of Berseria. So if that sounds like funsies to you, go ahead and mash that follow button to become a member of the Oni Tengu squad. And if not, no worries. Feel free to just sit back and enjoy the vibes. And if anyone, Rico, or if you or anyone from your community needs to do your after-stream self-care, if you need to go take care of your ass, please feel free to go ahead and do that, and I will do my best to keep your community entertained. And if you're able to hang around and chatters for a bit, tell me how was stream? How was the chatter stream? Was it a good meme Monday, or did you do a different chatter stream? I'm doing pretty okay. I'm gonna say I'm doing pretty okay. I think it's better lucky I am Kigo. What was the most memorable one at the batch? Yeah, after stream self-care, you gotta take care of your ASS, gotta take care of your ass. Ah, work starts soon. Understood. Then I hope that work goes well. I'd like to see those guys that were talking about cutting down trees take their axes to these guys. Oh, something got mastered, but I didn't see what. That. Use the force? Guy trying to consume 30,000 calories in a single day. Holy crap. That's, that sounds like a lot. Like, an unhealthy lot. I mean, I guess if you, like, I don't know, went and tried to, like, supersize yourself at McDonald's or something, yeah, you could probably do that, but, oy. So, like, stop motion video of, like, Lego figures doing cooking? Hi, Red! I assume somebody wasn't actually cooking Legos themselves, but, I mean, this world is a pretty crazy place. I guess somebody would. Oh, okay, I get it, Panda, I get it. Four. First one. Well, I guess enjoy. Alrighty, that is about my first time for everything, I suppose. A fun little fact: if you do that 25 times, I bring out a wheel of things that I have to do. So even if you're just able to just come by a run and hit and drop the one. It can be hilarious to see what happens when the 25 comes up. It's usually me not being able to deny compliments. Wheel of Fortune for y'all, Wheel of Misfortune for me. That's a way to look at it. Yeah, I know, right? Like, that's what I was like, that's your first one? I guess so. I don't think, the only thing that would change is if you change your, because it's tied to your actual username and not to your, like, actual, like, channel ID or anything. It's like, change your username, that would do it, but I'm pretty sure you can change your username at all. I can look real quick, I guess, to see if, like, there's something similar in there. It logs all of the users, whether all the usernames and stuff. Let's take a look. Yeah, I guess not. Weird. Yeah. Look at 25. Make me do silly things that everyone finds amusing, and I tend to find less than amusing, depending on what it is. I always hope for random tweets. It's a little effort on my part, maximum hilarity depending on what the random algorithm decides to spit out. We're gonna be Ebers tomorrow. Nice little fun little 13-hour shift ahead of me. I'm land surfing. Okay, still applies to this whole area in general. Cool. Why did she wait till the thing was almost dead to do that? Looks like I'm not gonna find enough cat spirits to open up that other chest over there. It's funny because I found another cat's chest. Well, I'll look around and see what I can do. Who knows? Maybe I'll look into finding enough. Well, first things first, I got a mountain to climb.
どうやら型がついたようです。
Oh, look, more trees. Mm.
怪我はない？大丈夫？なんとか呪い
大活躍だったじゃろ。
That's one way to kick some ass.
幾度やろうと結果は変わらんよ。わしはやばいけど
Ah, the roast and bees. They're evil bees, they're not nothing. I'm gonna make it poison. So don't feel bad about it.
僕役に立ったかな。すぐに済ませるわよ。
怪我はないの？
うん、大丈夫だよ。
すぐに済ませるわよ。
Hopefully there's gonna be two more things between us and the mountain. Hey, it's 12 a.m. for me too. I'm gonna be hopping off soon myself. Have a good evening, Panda. Thanks again for stopping on in and coming in for Rico's raid. Bang!
なんじゃ。ま、こんなもんじゃろう。
Rito! Hi! How are you? How you doing, hon? I'm doing pretty okay, pretty okay. How are you doing tonight? Yay! I'm glad you had a nice date night. Is it date with a current partner, soon-to-be partner, the maybe partner? Bang! Don't mind me if I'm a little gossipy. I is very hopeless romantic. Can't find it for myself to save my ass, so might as well enjoy what others have, I suppose. Yay! Congratulations! That's a good reason to just be like, bye, shake. I can't move myself that fast, and if I cut the tracking would freak out. Oh, I'm happy for you. Bye. So ready for the bites. Let's go. I am like tempting to date someone I really want to get with. I don't know if it's gonna go anywhere, but I've been like dealing with some stuff, so I like it's just sitting on a maybe she will, maybe she won't. Like she said maybe, which I mean I could deal with a maybe. Maybe's not no. But I just been dealing with just like I got some stuff I'm in the middle of dealing with that I need to like deal with first, and then believe in my flirting skills. I mean, I've been like giving her compliments and stuff. I just hope it works. Come on. I have had a recent string of some bad luck with dating stuff. Like over the span of a month, I've been shot down and friend zoned by 3 different people. And it's like, oh. That's part of why I'm not like I got a maybe date, and I'm like, I don't want to rush because like I don't know. I got all these like that was the wrong way to go. I got shot down multiple times already recently. I don't want to like. That one was that way, wasn't it? Yeah. I don't want to like tempt fate. But also, I kind of like really want to just. Relationships are hard. Oh, and everybody is stuck in ad jail. I shall wait for the ads to end. Forget it. This is capitalism. But do you give me money too? So I guess that's cool. So yes. Wait for the ads to end. So what to talk about? Oh, you're back! Yay! Oh, that's funny because like on my own like watch of the restream, like the ads are still going. Like I purposely like will watch my stream in incognito mode just to see what ads play out of curiosity. But some Apple whatchamacallit don't care about. But I just like discussion about it. I was like I really want to just like just lock in and like just go up to the girl that I want to date and be like, hey, let's do it. But on the other hand, I'm like, oh, I don't want to be careful. I don't want to get shot down again right now. And you ever have just like a string of like rejections back to back like that? It's just like, it just feels like everything's going wrong all at once, and like everyone you wanted to ask out all at the same time, and then you finally like you're brave enough, you go and you ask them all out, and then they all say no, and you're like, but I was playing the odds. I was hoping at least one of you would have said yes. And oh jeez, I feel that. I was in a 9-year relationship with someone that I was engaged to, and then when I was on a trip across the country, so like I was literally half of the country away, and I get a message, I get a call, hey, your fiance just left. I'm like, what do you mean left? Like, left to like go out for like groceries or something? No, left, as in they're not coming back. Cold turkey out of nowhere. Just left while, and didn't even like do it while I was there. They waited till I was gone. They wouldn't even say that they were leaving me to my face. And I was like, well, there goes 9 years down the toilet, I guess. Yeah, it was not great for the one's mental health. No, that happened back in January. I'm still trying to recover from that. If I told you who it was that I was looking to that said maybe to me, you'd realize why I was so nervous. You definitely know her. Like, you 1,000,000% to know the person that I'm trying to date. Oh, some big chickens. I know exactly how to say who it is without saying who it is. If you want to know who it is, I believe you're streaming together with them on Wednesday, together with her on Wednesday. And have you mastered everything that I have? Yes. I'm pretty sure that answers to who pretty well. Oh, you missed what I said? I said if you want to know who it is, you're streaming with them on Wednesday. Okay. Yeah, her. Now you understand why I'm so nervous about it. Well, yeah, I told her I need some time to sort some shit out before I approach her about that again. Because yeah, I need to have myself together before I, try to add somebody to it. I have really learned to find the value in that. Or in my case, sorting myself out, which that's a whole different that's a whole thing. You'd think you would figured yourself out by the time you turn 40, and then the answer is no, not quite. Still got some stuff to figure out. It is borderline comical how I realize certain things about myself. How did I realize I was plural? I had a random conversation with somebody, and she just looked at me. I was like, "Oh, you're plural too." I was like, "Wait, what?" Yeah, no, what you described, it's totally, you're definitely plural. I'm like, I should talk to somebody professional about this, shouldn't I? Yeah, you should. So, yeah, that happened. Supposedly, said professional we'll be talking to soon. So that's gonna be fun. I always used to joke. I was like, if I ever saw a therapist that would end in me being the same and a perfect good therapist in a straitjacket somewhere. Now that actually is about to happen, I kinda hope I don't actually send a poor therapist away in the straitjacket because it told everything about myself. It's reached a point where literally everybody who cares about my well-being has said, look, you need help. Go help yourself, cat thing. And I'm like, okay, it's kind of hard to ignore when literally everybody says the same thing. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh. And it died before I used my super move. Well, guess I'll have to worry about that then. Thanks for all the extra level ups, I guess, guys. It's like the 4th or 5th time I've killed that thing. It's worth it every time, though. Like, so many things leveled up when I did that. So, freaking awesome. And I think I'm about ready to get to that mountain again where I gotta climb and fight that dragon. As opposed to all these little dragons. That just sudden, like, pause and then the dark music and... Oh, something is about to hurt me. Remember the first time that happened, the first time it happened, the thing almost killed me. Actually, no, the first time it happened, I think it did kill me. Yeah, I got a game over the first time I ran into one of those. And I was like, oh, there goes an hour of progress. Because the dire foes are like so much stronger than everything else in the area, which is why it leveled me up so much. Like, I could fight these chickens all day long. Man, it's like, cool. It was partially my own fault, but yeah, like one bad battle and all of a sudden, and then you gotta go back and do it all again. There's been like 3 times where that's happened with this game. Okay, the first time was when I met a dire foe and it kicked my ass. Oh, I should definitely drink more water. After this fight, I will consume more of the holy fluid that is water. And battle over, water now. It might be room temperature, but it's still refreshing. Okay, I think the mountain entrance is right over there. Get down here, dude. The Streamworld house plant has indeed been watered. It also helps me talk better. My throat gets dry and then also my voice starts getting hoarse but kinda raspy. And meh. That's no good. I'm supposed to sound cute and adorable, not on my deathbed. But I don't want to sound like I'm dying. I want to. Be careful, it's killing me. I got my tears. I want to sound cute and adorable, even when I don't necessarily want to be cute. Bang. This is the actual way to the mountain, right? Or was it the other way? Let me just look at how the map connects. It will tell me. Nope, nope, that's not the mountain. That's not the top of the mountain, it's this thing. Hi, Edith! Already are. Nice, I'm cute, I'm cute. I'm so freaking cute. I always deny it when I have a chance, but I'm so freaking cute though. Yeah. I try to be both like cute, sexy, and like I try to be cute, sexy, and badass all at the same time. If I told you Sailor Jupiter was my transition goal, would that explain a lot? Granted, that only works if you ever saw Sailor Moon, or at least are aware of it. Doesn't it? Oh, you know what? You know what the crazy thing is? You know what the crazy thing is? I actually met somebody who is quite literally that. Who even looks like Sailor Jupiter, just to really sell it. Like, she looks the part. She's really cute and adorable. And she was strong enough to lift me up like a sack of potatoes. Which, for reference, I have a lot of like the meat mech has a lot of muscle. Not quite the. I'm not fat, but I'm not thin. I'm like kind of stocky. Like I weigh about 220-ish. It just lifted me up like it was nothing. I was like, what? And she cracked my back when she did it. I was like, how did you do that? So yeah, I've met I have met somebody who has actually already achieved my goals. But at the very least, that means it's possible. Hey, you work on a farm all day, you got a shot. I don't know how 220 pounds translates over to kilos. But I mean, you're at a farm all day. In theory, you should be able to, I would think. Or at least you did work on a farm all day. Almost to the mountain. I'm gonna go fight this dragon, and then that'll probably be where I end it tonight. I assume I'm gonna have to fight it. That just seems to be how this works. Oh, there's a big creature you gotta go after. I'm gonna be fighting it, aren't I? It's really strong. It's kicked everyone else's ass. Yeah, sure. It's kicked everyone else's ass. Great. I'm sure it's real big, bad, scary. A woman who could freaking kill me. That's a mood. Oh, thank you, Sorrel. Good luck with all the fun little cosplay stuffs. Bing. I feel like I should save before I start climbing this thing. Just in case. I mean, I'm not your boss, Edis. As far as I'm concerned, you can do whatever you want. Sure thing. Now's as good a time as any. Need your good luck charm. Gotcha. Okay, save point is before you get to the top. I was like, if I remember the save point was at the top or before it. Alright, proper save point. That's a big chicken. Well, this should be fun. Hey, buddy. What's good? Oh, a whole bunch of buckets of fried chicken out of this puppy.
このまま引くわよ。無理にこんなのとやり合う理由はない。
俺にはある。
Excuse the fuck you?
お、やる気か。
はあ？何言ってるの？
そうです。戦ったらただじゃ済みませんよ。あ、すみません。
Did you have to shout right next to the bloody thing? Well, I guess we're fighting it no matter what. Oh, it's named Shenlong. Well, not going too bad so far, I guess.
やはり波のゴーマとは手応えが違うな。
倒せるのですか、こんなやつを。
何としてもやる。それが俺の。ザビーだ。
相変わらず殺す気満々だな。全部知ってるんだよな、お前は。
Explain.
そこをどけ。
守りたいの？そのドラゴンを。
ドラゴンじゃねえ。引かねえならこっちもマジになるぜ。
くそ、逃がしちまった。
ひでえな。久しぶりに会えたって。
No, seriously, explain.
待て。あのドラゴンは お前の。
あいつをドラゴンなんて呼ぶんじゃね
なるほどの。あのドラゴンは喧嘩屋と因縁のあるもののようじゃな。
因縁って相手はドラゴンですよ。
だからじゃよ。
だから
ドラゴンは汚れに侵された精霊の慣れの果てだ。
じゃあさっきのドラゴンはザビーダの知り合いだった精霊。以前願掛けをしていた相手。
おそらくな。
精霊も人間のように汚れを発するっていうのか。
いや、精霊が汚れを発することはない。だが汚れを出す人間やゴーマに接し続けていれば、やがて侵されてドラゴンになってしまう。
ボーは聖書の溝から地脈に飛ばされた時、調子がおかしくなったんじゃろ。
なった。
あの空間には汚れが漂っておった。神主へ送られる途中のものがの。
あのままだったら僕もドラゴンに
That's a terrifying
器
thought.
を得ても防げないのですか。
影響は軽減できる。精霊の大魔師どもはさらに精霊の意識を奪うことでドラゴン化を防いでいるようだ。だが完全なものなどこの世にはない。
ドラゴンになった精霊を元に戻すことは
ゴーマと同じじゃよ。二度とは戻れぬ。
精霊だった時の心は。
お前にはどう見えた？
それは
それでも殺せないザビーダの流儀の理由か。
あんたやザビーダがドラゴンをどうしようが興味ないし、好きにすればいいわ。けどさっきみたいに巻き込まれるのはごめんよ。覚えといて。
わかった。
ならいいわ。さあ、クーマ探し続行よ。タイタニアに戻りましょう。今の話が本当ならいつかはドラゴンになっちゃうのかな。僕やアイゼンも。それは
Say there's non-zero chance of it, kiddo. Explains why the music kind of stayed like all funky while we're up here. So if Malik gets tainted by malevolence, it turns into a dragon. Well, whee! That's a lot to process, but we're gonna be processing that next time. Wang! And save complete. Well, that was a thing, Lon. So we finally found a new village, found the dragon. Go to fight the dragon. Not allowed to kill the. Excuse me. Not allowed to kill the dragon. I mean, could have. I was all ready to kick its ass, but I mean, plot says no. Oh, glad to have you here, Rico. Always glad. It's always fun to have your community here. Y'all pretty cool. And PS4 is off now. Stream went on a little bit longer than I wanted it to. I was intending to cut it off at the 2-hour point, but then it's like, but plot. I want to do plot. Dragon has plot armor. Plot armor, strongest armor there is. Like, quite accurate. That dragon did indeed have plot armor. Oopsies. Well, Tina's. It just meant that your body needed the Eepers. You should always listen to your body. Probably. Seems like a good idea. It's like a thing that one should do. I say that knowing full I'm really bad at it, but details. Anyway, I swear I will make a schedule and put it out at some point for this week. It'll probably be like knowing me and first opportunity I have to actually make and put out the schedule is not going to be till Wednesday. You know, just halfway through the week. But I mean, if you want to know what's going on this week, Tile Tuesday tomorrow. Tile Tuesday is back. And Berseria Wednesday, Thursday, Friday Retro Friday, and Saturday more Tales of Berseria. Unless the date that I'm supposed to have on Saturday goes really well. But I mean, I'm a level with y'all. My last few times I tried to get together with this person had gone like it just didn't happen. And like, I care about her well-being, and hope that our relationship evolves at some point. On the one hand, but on the other hand, it's like it's been over 3 months, and something always seems to come up. I want to be optimistic, but it's kind of hard to be optimistic sometimes. But we'll see. So either have a good Saturday or I don't, I guess. And there's still the person I was talking about earlier that at some point I really need to like resolve that. My anxiety levels aren't going to go down until I do. Now then, let's find someone to go say hi to. I have an idea. Well, make sure she's still going. Okay, Shinon's still going. So we're gonna go ahead and rate Shinon. Just a heads up though, but before I like to set this rate off, she is playing Deltarune. If you're worried about Deltarune spoilers, I'm telling you now so that while I would appreciate if everybody followed on with the raid, if you're worried about spoilers, I totally understand. I know it's something that people don't want spoiled, which is why I'm offering the warning. I don't care. So I'm gonna raid my friend. But if you're concerned about the potential for Deltarune spoilers, I'm telling you that now before I get the raid started. So let's go ahead and light this candle. Alrighty, everybody. If you are a follower, go ahead and use that first raid message. If you're a subber, use the second raid message. And, should you feel so inclined, if you copy and paste my raid message in our chat before we raid out, I'll give you a little good night smoochie. If you want, no pressure. We are all about consent around here. So, I will be back tomorrow night at my normal time for Tile Tuesday. And Tina wants a smoochie. Mwah! Rika wants a smoochie. Mwah! May tomorrow night we be blessed by the Yakuman goddess. I'm gonna be going to sleep too shortly after this. I'm gonna do a couple post stream things. Gather up my clothes for tomorrow, and then get about 5 hours of sleep. Oh, well, that's what it is. At least I already made breakfast. All I gotta do is just heat it up. That is way too smiley for how your body feels. Yeah. Oh, no, we love Penny though, and we love Oshio for her art. Anyway, rate's all about to hit, everybody. Bye bye. Mm.